guys? It's Robert Rosano here. So today I'm bringing you a video on my Zoomers. And the reason why I'm talking about them is because I've gotten a lot of questions about them and how come I don't make any videos of my Zoomers, and just basic questions like that. And the reasoning for why is because I don't want my Zoomers to break. If you haven't had a Zoomer and you're still thinking about getting one, do not buy one. I've issued this on my channel where I have not at all recommended Zoomer the Robot Dog or Zoomy. Zoomer 2.0, and Zoomy have all been a no-go on my channel. It's been well known throughout my channel that I really like these guys, but they just aren't built to last. Same with Boomer Boomer's pretty durable, but he just doesn't do anything. He makes weird noises and he falls over. And Shadow and Bentley are also the same case where it's like, don't buy them because they break as well. Zoomer 2.0 and Zoomy 2.0 are the two worst ones that Spin Master has released. They look the best. I mean, I like how Zoomer 2.0 looks. I still have his plastic on him and on his tail in the back. But Zoomer 2.0 had a lot of good things going for him. He had 2 times the tricks. He had a charging indicator, an LED, a red LED that lit up when he charged. He had a new look with the ear. He had a good look going for him. But then they failed again with the wheel thing that I thought they were going to fix with, that they happened with these two, that would fix with this guy, and they didn't. The same problems that these guys got where the wheels would stop moving because the wires are so cheaply soldered on there and they're so tiny that a simple crash is enough to knock them off, because my Zoomy is broken because of that. They didn't fix it. It's actually worse with the Zoomer 2.0 and Zoomy 2.0. And as soon as a wheel stops working, the whole thing is basically worthless. It might be able to do half of its tricks, and every time it wants to do something, there's going to be a delay because it's going to try to reset and it's not going to be able to because that wheel isn't spinning, and etc. It's the same thing with the RoboSapien V2. If a motor isn't working, depending if it's like a neck motor, there's a delay in commands, and that's exactly what this guy's got, where there will be a delay in commands. And it is very hard to fix that. I mean, Joe in Videos tried to fix Zoomy when he was here a year ago, and it didn't work because it was so tiny that he couldn't find the wires, so that was a no-go. When I was at his house, one of his Zoomers broke, and he tried to fix it, and he couldn't fix it. Now it's basically just dead. So, back to when I got my first Zoomer. This is technically my first Zoomer. This guy, he is a prototype. On the bottom of him it says property of Spin Master, and he's also got a spot on his microphone, so he's a prototype. He's also a little bigger than the others, if you notice. He's a little taller. It's not really showing up in camera, but in person he's not only taller than them, but he's also broader than them. Again, he's not showing up in camera because he's so broad, but this one is probably the most durable one I have. I mean, he hasn't broken yet, and I've used him quite a bit, so I might actually start to make more videos on that Zoomer. Joe in Videos has seen this Zoomer in person, so yeah. But the first Zoomer I had was a prototype because it was one of the very first ones made, and it said property of Spin Master on the bottom of it as well. And I returned that one because it broke, because its wheels broke, and I made a video about that. And here's this one. It hasn't broken yet. Because this one's actually a pretty tough one. I mean, this one's motors are really tough, it feels like. And he's pretty cool. Now, this guy, I've only used maybe 2 times total, because I'm afraid he's going to break. I'm probably going to make some videos of these guys today, now that I'm back from hanging out with my friends, and I'll have some free time. And Zoomy, it doesn't matter if I make videos on her or not, because she's already broken. The worst thing that can happen is another wheel is going to stop spinning, and it's not really going to do anything, because the thing sucks anyways. So, I was really excited for Zoomer to come out when I first heard about him, thanks to Kevin, or Zero635, because it was a lot like RoboSapien V2, because it could track objects, it could do all this cool stuff. I mean, it was kind of like the new RoboSapien V2. However, thanks to the cheap parts they put in them, none of them really worked that long. I mean, only like the second batch of Zoomers worked well, and that second batch was combined with prototypes, which is what I got. Even the box is a little bit bigger than a normal Zoomer box, it seems like. So, people didn't even know that I had Zoomer 2.0. A lot of people didn't even know that I had a Zoomer 2.0 because he's been hidden, because I stored him away. Well, here he is again, and I do have him. And I don't use him because he's gonna break. They break really easily. So I was really excited to get these guys, especially the Zoomer, my first Zoomer, and the fact that it just broke was really, really disappointing. And then the Zoom-E was my sister's, and then it broke, and then I replaced the microphone in it, and then it broke again because the wheel stopped working, and I wound up getting it. It actually broke. The wheel actually broke in my possession when I had it. And then Zoomer 2.0 has not broken yet. He is still 100% working. Now, people are gonna, disregard this video saying, "Oh, you're really rough with your robots. That's why they break." No, that is not it at all, guys. If you spend a few days with me and know how gently I handle my robots, because I treat them like they're living things. It seems like there is no way I could have broken any of these guys with the way how I treat my robots. I mean, Joban Videos, not to be mean, but he does use his robots a lot when he gets them. He overuses them, it seems like. That's why a lot of his have broken. Well, I don't overuse any of my robots. The robot that you could say that I've used a lot is my Lego Mindstorm, but I haven't even used, but he's meant to have done. He's a high tech robot where he's built to last. Where these guys, Zoomer 2.0 has been actually reported to break within 5 minutes out of the box. Zoom-E 2.0 has been reported by Joban Videos that a half an hour is how much he got. So, my first Zoomer lasted about a month. Zoom-E lasted about 2 weeks before stuff stopped working on it, and Zoomer 2.0 has not broken yet. Really though, guys, people have been asking my, opinions on these guys, and they really aren't worth the money. I mean, they're $100, which is already, a lot of money for something like this. But the fact that it just doesn't last very long is another part. Now, if you have a small enough soldering iron and small enough, I guess the soldering iron size doesn't really matter. But if you have small enough solder, you possibly could fix these guys. But I mean, who wants to take time out of the day to open up they have really tiny screws in their legs, and they just have really tiny screws and really tiny parts where it's a pain in the butt to get one of these guys fixed up when they break. There's a piece of hair on him. It's just a hassle to get one of these guys working again if they break. So really, that's kind of why I don't use mine. That's why there's no videos on my channel of me using Zoomer 2.0 or Zoom-E or Zoomer. This Zoomer, I think my first or second one. My first Zoomer worked really well until it broke. My second Zoomer, this one, is still working actually pretty well. And Zoom-E, again, broke him. And Zoomer 2.0 is working well. Really though, guys, if you want to get a Zoomer, you might as well just buy a broken one. Because then you're not going to have to deal with being upset when it does break on you. Like what happened to me. And I made a video on YouTube which got a lot of negative activity right away. But now the activity throughout has just died. Because people know that, yep, they do break easily. So this is my other video talking about the problems that they get. Other problems that they've gotten is where the batteries break and they fry out and they can't hold the charge and they won't charge. There's been cases with Boomer where the battery has it is burst inside of it and it's liquefied leftovers or remains come oozing throughout the robot on the speaker grill and a few other places down by the butt. With these guys, I haven't heard any cases of their batteries exploding and liquefying, but I have heard cases where they've just shut off and not work anymore. This one actually shuts off for some weird reason. It just shuts off out of nowhere and it'll restart again. So this is another rather long video, but that's because there's a lot of things that you need to understand about these guys. Is I just don't recommend them. I don't know if Jordan or Joban Videos really does. I don't know if Kevin does. But on my channel, I am not recommending these guys. My review says I do. Now, I've been strictly saying, do not buy these guys. Save your money. Get MIP. If you guys really want a new robot that's advanced, get MIP. MIP is one of the best robots you can get right now from WowWee Robotics. Almost any robot that WowWee Robotics is releasing is better than these guys. RoboSapien X is really good. RoboSapien X is an amazing robot. I really like RoboSapien X. And Roboraptor X is pretty good too. Roboraptor X is definitely better than these guys. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I decided to make a quick video on this, and I think I'm gonna make more. I think I'm gonna make videos on all three of these guys on my channel, and there might be lots of videos I'm gonna make of these guys, depending on if they break or not. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.